Chapter 1, 121, titled The Wave of the Era. Chapter starts with Saturn attacking Bonnie and Kuma with his poisonous legs. The giants put up their shields together to block the attacks. Luffy looks around and sees Bonnie transformed into Nika form again, trying to get up, but she is still exhausted. Luffy punches one of Saturn's attacks away from Bonnie, but he refuses to attack Saturn himself. Luffy says, "Bonnie, you are the one that must do it." Bonnie looks at Saturn angry, and finally she gets up and floats in the air ready to fight. Cut to Vegapunk's message that is closing his speech. Vegapunk says, "The day that the same incident as Void Century occur again will surely come, because the weapons that caused the disaster still remain, intentionally, in this world." While Vegapunk says that, we can see Vivi and Shirahoshi reactions. In Skypiea, Caunus and Isa arrive to the palace and greet Wiper Group. All of them are unaware of Vegapunk's broadcast. Vegapunk says, because the heirs of the races that were to be erased from history still remain. While Vegapunk talks, we see Kuma in Elbaf's ship, and then a flashback of his conversation with Vegapunk about Buccaneers. Then we see Marco thinking about Whitebeard when he talked about the land of gods that existed in the Red Line. We can see King, too, thinking about the Lunarians. He's bandaged in a dark room. Finally, we see Pudding in a cell. She remembers her childhood when children messed with her for having 3 eyes. Cut to Elbaf. Ship again. Saturn still tries to attack Bonnie, but Luffy blocks all his attacks. Bonnie remembers the first time Saturn and Kuma saw each other in God Valley. She remembers Ginny, too, when Bonnie was a baby, and when Saturn told Bonnie he was the one that subjected her mother to experiments. Bonnie says, "How dare you did all that to my dad and mom? There is no way you guys are gods." But God do exists. We see reactions of Sentomaru and Kizaru while Bonnie is talking. Kizaru is still lying down. Then Bonnie remembers Kuma talking about Nika while she shouts at Saturn in tears. Kuma in the past says, "He will definitely come to save you." Bonnie continues, "That hero do exists. I really wanted us 3 to live together, even thought that I want to die if I end up alone." Then Bonnie imagines a life where she is a baby living with both Kuma and Ginny. Kuma and Ginny says, "Bonnie, thank you for being born." Bonnie says, "But I still lives, because they too wish me to." Then Saturn says, "You damn insects." In an epic double spread, Bonnie and Giant Luffy are preparing to do a combo attack against Saturn. While that happens, Vegapunk message continues. Vegapunk says, "When the disaster comes, please take care of yourself. I believe in wisdom of mankind. I believe in science." Now we can see Iceberg, Judge, and Caesar having an argument, and Haradas reactions. In Egghead Shore, Emeth is still facing Jupiter and Warcury. In another epic double spread, we can see Luffy and Bonnie combo attack. Bonnie punches Saturn's face with a giant punch, and Luffy, in giant form behind her, punches the rest of Saturn's body. Bonnie says, "Nika punch of liberation." Saturn's body is blown to pieces, his body is full of holes due to punches, and some of his legs and horns have been pulled up and starts falling to the sea. All giants cheer Bonnie and Luffy, even Kuma seems is smiling a little. Luffy says we blowed him away. "Hey Bonnie, you did great," Vegapunk continues. Vegapunk says the death of legends like Roger and Whitebeard are merely the opening curtain for the new age, for those who can no longer be stopped. Those people are the one who are closest to the truth. Maybe Roger set the trigger for it to be this way from the very start. We see a flashback of Roger's speech before he was executed in Chapter 1. Roger says, "My treasure, it's yours if you want it. Try and find it. I left all the world had to offer in that place." Vegapunk says, "But it's not certain that the person Joy Boy hoped for will be the one who will get his hands on that." In Hachinosu, all pirates are growing restless, waiting for Teach's return. They want to set sail already. In Sabayodi, Rayleigh got drunk and fell asleep. Shaki says, "Ray-san, you will catch a cold staying like this." On the Red Force, Shanks is getting drunk too, like Rayleigh. Red Hair Pirate says, "Boss, you drank too much." Shanks says, "Shut up. I didn't drink. At Cross Guild, all men are in awe from Buggy's deep connection to the true history. They are excited. We see Crocodile and Mihawk staring in silence. They look annoyed. Buggy is in shock. In the Marines' headquarters, some Marines start saying they need to go and get it before anyone else does. Then we return to Vegapunk's closing line of the chapter. Vegapunk says, "Whether it will be the one Joy Boy wished or not, the fate of the world will be decided by the one who claim it." In the amazing final double page of the chapter, we can see final Vegapunk sentence, along with a collage of panels with the most relevant characters in One Piece now. Monkey D. Luffy, Marshall D. Teach, Shanks, Buggy, Akainu, Dragon, Emu in Shadows, Kobe, Kuzan, Figureland Garling, and Sabo. Vegapunk says, "By the one who claim the One Piece." But in that collage of panels, there's one more mysterious character in Shadows. A mysterious man with a cape that holds a sword similar to Shanks's sword. End of chapter. Break next week. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section. For more anime content, subscribe to the channel. That's it for today. Peace out.